Alright, y'all, so I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back with the jump off. This week's episode of VH1 Presents Love and Hip Hop. What is it called? Okay. This episode of VH1's Family Reunion Presents Love and Hip Hop Edition was given what it was given. So let's give it what we got.
I'm the type of girl you call wifey. Yeah.
What does the cat do?
Meow.
So even though I didn't review the last how many episodes, I did catch up. So this episode picks up where the last episode left off. You have Cisco and Safari going at it because Cisco is still upset with Safari for not showing up to Dev Adney's party. You told me you was gonna come. Everybody was, I don't know who everybody is. Everybody asked me where you was at the whole 3 hours of the party and you was a no-show, and I was embarrassed because my name was on the line. Mimi and Stevie J, so they walking somewhere and they talking, and Stevie J is, I just want to tell you I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do right by you and JoJo. Come on, Jody. I promise I'm gonna do better. And I'm with Mimi on this one. I don't want to hear it. I am such in a state of shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear your broken promise. I don't want that. Show me action. That is the greatest apology. I would rather you just change up and start being the person who I need you to be and take that as an apology, as opposed to you just giving me promises and promises and promises, and I never see you pay up on them promises. And apparently so is Mimi. And she was like, no, just do it. You say you back in town. Okay, the new girl in town need to show up and do what she do with her daughter. Be a parent. Show me that. Then we'll be A-okay. Marcus, Safari, and Peter. Okay. So Marcus, child, I don't know what changed Marcus, but he is a voice of reason. He was like, just take accountability. A lot of times men don't want to take accountability for their actions, and whether you did it or not, you made her feel like this. You have a track. This looks like you. You say it ain't you, but it look like you. Sometimes you gotta just take one for the team just to make her feel better, because you don't know what she dealing with and what she got going on. And I just love how he kept using the word accountable. Be held the fuck accountable. And Safari was like, even if I didn't do it, I did not send her the flowers. I don't care what it looked like. This is some PR, blog type shit. I did not do this. Then he gets in the confessional and was like, but even if I did, we separated, so I should be able to do what I want and see who I want, and she should be able to do the same. So why she sweating me? Red flag number one. I said, wait a minute. Why are we justifying something that didn't happen? And you came on the strip, I want to make things right. Okay, so if that's what you want, why are you in the confessional beating on your chest saying you can do what the hell you want? No, you can't. Then I guess they questioned him about what Marcus was talking about with the accountability. So then he circled back and he was like, yes, it was me. I was outside. I sent the flowers out. He tried to make it seem like he was just saying it for the sake of just saying it to appease us and Erica when she saw it. But no, ma'am. You came clean. You really did it. You did it. You was outside like you said. And that is why, though I don't side with her often, I side with Erica on this one. Mimi, I don't want to hear it. Take your jade, which is beautiful. I love your jade chains. Take your peace, take your tranquility, and get the hell out of my room, because, bitch, I don't want to hear that right now. I am sick of that. I know this man, and I know men are creatures of habit. Women outsmart y'all because y'all do the same shit over and over and over and over and over. Like, child, as soon as you step out of line, somebody is there to catch you because we know your trends. That ain't me. Girl, please. Erica know her husband. Sin and Cisco. Now, we're going to elaborate on this, but let me just open and close this case, and then we'll talk about the evidence later. Sin, you're not crazy. If you were smashing Cisco, he wouldn't have sent you an invoice. That's the open and shut of all of this, because he sat down and told you, I thought we was feeling each other. And then when Jonathan helped him out, I was just showing chivalry. I was paying for everything because I was feeling you. I thought you was feeling me. We was vibing. So, of course, everything that he would normally charge somebody for, because he feeling you and y'all rocking, everything is pro bono. we not rocking, okay, it's business. Now, maybe he worded it wrong. Maybe he presented it to you the wrong way. But that's business. Sorry that it tainted your love for music, but mama, if he's wrong for not charging you in the first place and just making it contingent on the status of y'all's relationship, but if you wanted to strictly handle business, somebody got to pay for this shit. There is no friends in business. But I mean, he went the extra mile. He said he sent the song to you. It's so much attention, girl. You better take that goddamn song. You made all this fuss about that song and now you don't want it. So I'm with Jonathan on this. What do we want from them? Oh, no, I just wanted to have a talk. Okay, you got it out. Let's hug it out. You got your song. Can we never visit this again, please? Ever in life. Let this be the end of this. The gay pride event. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oof. So, Jonathan throws a gay pride event, and once the event gets started, he goes on stage and he has somebody from a foundation with him, and they talk about gay conversion therapy. Oh, I sound like I'm from Baltimore. Gay conversion therapy. And in this, I don't know why they call it therapy, because it's torture. They shock you and they abuse children to try to turn them straight when really it's nothing chemically wrong with anybody who's gay. It's not a chemical imbalance. I don't know how to explain it, but that's not how it works. But they, were advocating against that. So Jonathan was like, if I, put out a petition, sign it, post it on your page and, support the cause because we really want to put a stop to this. And Peter was like, okay, I raised my head, a rainbow flag. I raised my flag with you and I stand in solidarity. I got you. I'm going to pull up. I'm going to post. I'm going to sign a petition. So then they started having a discussion about it. And Erica chimed in and was like, yeah, it's a preference, yada, yada, yada. And Jonathan was like, no, it's not. I didn't choose to be gay, just like you didn't choose to be. Well, it was a preference for you, Erica. Because when you had your little 1-2 with Sin, that was a preference. Because both of y'all fucking with niggas now. So that was a preference. Or maybe y'all over there. See, Zell, you not alone. You got 2 bisexual women here. Boom, cack. Preference. Y'all choose who y'all want to sleep with on whatever day. It don't work like that over here. So while they talking, Amina chimes in and it's like, how you stand in solidarity, Peter, when you and Tara's son wanted to be a ladybug for Halloween and you was like, no. So, I mean, explain it. Explain. Instantly, Peter got upset. He was like, you not finna have a moment on me? I honestly believe that Peter felt disrespected. I want to say betrayed. I guess I'll go with betrayed. I think he was deeply hurt. Like, I don't think he's homophobic. I don't. I will say, and I'll get to this later, but I gotta call y'all out. Yeah, Peter was really, really upset, and he was like, don't do that. Like, Amina, me and your daughter is named after the gay woman who raised me. Like, don't do, but girl, that's a slippery slope, because how the community views gay women is totally different from how gay men are viewed and treated. There is a difference. There is a difference. And this is coming from somebody who lives that life, honey. There's a difference. Tara, this is where I want to call y'all out. Get the lie together. I'm so sorry. Get the story straight. And I know Amina hit y'all with a 1-2. So y'all didn't really see it coming, but y'all gotta have the story straight. Tara, first you said, well, he changes his mind every week. Like, he always wants to be something different. So no, if he wanted to do, then she said, if he wanted to do it, we would have done it. By the time we got to the store, he wanted something different, and that's what we went with. If he wanted to be a ladybug, we would have purchased that. Well, you didn't hear what Peter had said on the inside. Because he had went into his confessional and he looked us square in the face. He looked America square in the face and said that child walked up to him in the store with the costume, with the stockings, and he told the boy, that's for girls. They put it back, and that was the end of the story. That's completely different from what you saying, mama. Because according to your story, Tara, baby boy would have got that costume because he gave it to Peter and said, Daddy, can I have? And Daddy said, no. I'm not telling you how to raise your kid. And Amina, you shouldn't either. You got girls to worry about. Let them raise their kids the best way they know how. That's not your place. That's not your place, Amina. But here's what it's not going to be. It's not going to be everybody versus Amina. And that's what I was starting to see. Everybody was coming at Amina differently, saying something different. Like, oh, you wrong, oh, you wrong. You got Rich yelling at her. You got people in her face. Don't do him like that. He not a... Nobody called him a bad dad. I never said anything about your parenting. I'm saying I don't feel like you stand in solidarity with gay people when I know of a certain situation of you diluting his interest because it was gay. And honestly, the boy may not even grow up to be gay. He may just like ladybugs. Now, I don't know. Because some could argue, was it her place to even say anything at all? Or to blurt it out? Or, no, it wasn't. But can we not have a conversation? Why are you so angered? Like, I'm not calling you homophobic. I'm just saying that this is an issue that we should talk about because we're at a gay event. And information is being shared. We could learn something here. I'm guessing that's where Amina was coming from. I'm hoping that's where Amina was coming from. But y'all, then you have Bobby versus Zell. And they were arguing about who had a father, who didn't have a father, and I grew up to be a man because, and it was just like, ooh, that's toxic. There are plenty of men out here that grew up without a father in the home and are A, completely masculine, and B, even if A doesn't apply, are still considered and respected as men. Bobby and Jonathan are no less a man than you, Zell, just because you grew up with a father in the home. What about the people in the world that grew up with a father in a home that was toxic? He was there, but he was beating the mama ass and mistreating them. Like... And after you got to telling your story, Zell, your daddy ain't the reason why you act like that. Bullying is the reason why you act like that. You were bullied in school. You know what it feels like. And when you were bullied for being one way, you started emulating your father. That's why you are who you are today. That could have been any man. So don't try to throw the fact that, you had two parents in the household in somebody else's face, because Bobby couldn't control that. And as a friend, that was wrong as fuck. I'm glad you apologized and made peace, but that was wrong. And then, since we on Zell, him and Jonathan make peace, and I think that's the end of the episode. They finally talk about the situation, and Jonathan is like, I got a whole lot going on. I'm dealing with my grandma and planning this event and this whole trip. Like, I could really use, my brothers in my community right now. I mean, we should be bonding together and showing everybody else that, we're not clicked up within the clique, but we got each other's back. Just like the guys stick together and the girls stick together, the gays stick together, And I couldn't agree more. But that was the episode, y'all. It gave what it gave. So I gave it what I had. Make sure you are liking, commenting, subscribing, and that the notifications are on. Same place, same time.